Hi boys and girls, welcome to week 4 of our after school cookery packs. We've got another sweet treat this week for you in our cookery packs. It's fruit and seed flapjacks this week. Just a message to say, well done for all your apple pies last week. They looked absolutely delicious. There was a lot of skill in rolling out the pastry last week, and I could see that they all turned out amazing, so well done. So in your pack this week, you've got your recipe, which you need to add to your Polly Pockets to keep them safe. Which says seeded flapjack recipe. You have your pack of seeds, your bag of raisins and oats, butter, 2 pots of golden syrup, and your bag of sugar. You'll also have your foil tin, which is going to be your baking tin to bake your flapjack in. So if we get started this week, make sure you've got a clean work surface that's been sprayed down. Make sure you've washed your hands. Get your apron on to make sure you keep yourself clean. And then get your everything ready, laid out, so you can start your recipe. So it says seeded flapjack recipe. It's also got some fruit in there as well. The ingredients is 125 grams of butter, 30 ml of golden syrup, 125 grams of deramera sugar, 225 grams of oats, 30 grams of pumpkin seeds, 30 grams of sunflower seeds, and 40 grams of raisins. So the first part says, turn on your oven, as we always are, preheating the oven to 200 degrees, or for a fan oven, 180 degrees. So I've already done that. My oven's on, ready for when the flapjack is ready to go in the oven. Number 2, grease and line a 20 centimetre square tin with grease-proof paper. So in your pack, you've got your foil baking tin. If you've got some grease-proof paper at home, you can line the tin with the grease-proof paper, put in a little bit of butter underneath to stick the paper to the tin. Make sure it's the right size to go in the tin. If you haven't got any grease-proof paper, don't worry. You can use your butter or margarine to line the tin with the butter, grease it with the butter, and then you can dust it with a little bit of flour and shake it out so that the mixture doesn't stick to the tin. So there's 2 options, greaseproof paper or use your butter and a little bit of flour and shake the flour out. So that's the first step. It then says melt the butter and golden syrup in a medium-sized saucepan. So I've already done this stage ready, but you need to put your butter into a saucepan and your 2 golden syrups, and then you can watch it over a hob, stirring it continuously until it melts, and it'll look something like this with a liquid mixture. Okay, if you don't want to use the hob, you can use a microwave, and you can put it in there for about 30 seconds, give it a stir, then another 30 seconds just checking on it. But if you're using the hob, make sure you get an adult to help you. Next it says, when melted, add all the rest of the ingredients and mix well. So you get your mixing bowl ready, which you had in week 1. Then first stage is to add your oats and your raisins to the bowl. Then I'm going to add the demerara sugar. And we can give this a good mix. Then you can slowly add your melted butter and golden syrup. Keep giving it a stir to combine it all. Make sure you combine it all so it's all covered in your nice golden syrup and your butter. Lots of mixing this week. Once it's all combined, and you can see that the oats and the raisins is covered in your butter and your sugar, you can add your seeds. Now in your box you've got sunflower seeds, and you've got pumpkin seeds. So you can add this to your mixture. You want to give it a good mix so that it's evenly distributed throughout the mix, so that each person gets a nice part of raisins, sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. And when you've done that stage, it said spoon the contents into the lined baking tin and level out with the back of a spoon until it's even. So we're going to put this into our lined tin. And you want to make sure it's even, so when it's cooking in the oven, all of it cooks at the same time. So get your metal spoon at the back of the spoon and just level it out so it's even in the tray. Should look something like this. Number 6 says bake in the oven for around 15 minutes until golden brown. So I'm going to pop this into my oven for 180 degrees for 15 minutes and then I'll show you the end result. So the flapjack's been in the oven for 15 minutes. It's gone golden brown on the top. Be careful getting it out of the oven. Let it cool down. Once it's cooled down, pop it in the fridge or freezer for around 15 to 20 minutes just so it can firm up. So when you cut it, it's nice and firm and holds together for a bite-sized piece of your flapjack. When you're getting it out of the container, you might want to use a nice spatula or a cake slice to ease it out of the tin. This is one that I've got out of my tin into a nice bite-sized slice. Lovely for breakfast or to take with you to school as a little snack. Make sure once you made all of your flapjack, you wash everything up, put everything away, help mums and dads. If you've made the item, make sure it's your responsibility to put it away. So this is week 4's lovely flapjack. Next week, we've got our final cookery pack, which will be a lovely family-style picnic pack for you to go and have a picnic over the half term. Make sure you send your photos into Facebook, Instagram, Twitter or my email address and enjoy making this week's cookery pack.